Welcome to Maverick Marketing Radio, a show designed to help you achieve financial and life success while impacting the world with your products and services. Each week, get insight, tips, and strategies to level up your marketing and grow your business. So kick back, relax, and let's jump into the show. Here's your host, Dan Liu.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Maverick Marketing Radio. My name is Dan Liu, your host, and in today's episode, we'll be talking about a simple yet effective marketing framework that you can use for your business. Now, this is extremely effective when it comes to marketing because it's a 1-2 combination that really makes it easy to help you generate marketing content for your business. So whether that be on your website, your sales pages, your ads, or your emails. And so that 1-2 combo, this framework, is the problem solution framework. A lot of times, if we are trying to position our products or our services, we want to start with sharing the problem and really amplifying it. So what does that mean? So most people's products and services addresses a certain problem or a pain or a challenge. Now, not all, of course, but most. And so when you lead with the problem and you are able to articulate and clearly explain the problem it is that you address, but not only just explain the problem, but really amplify it. Really get the person to understand the consequences of that problem. Because sometimes people aren't aware that they have a problem. They may think it's maybe a minor inconvenience, but you almost have to shed the light on why or how it's affecting perhaps other parts of their life or their relationship or their business. So you're taking this problem and you're kind of magnifying it. Now, what this does is it gets a person to become much more aware of potentially something that they didn't think was a big problem. Because if it's not a huge problem to the person's eyes, it's not something that is high on their priority list, then they're not likely going to take any sort of action. But if you put the problem in front of them and you talk about maybe the long-term consequences of continuing to experience the problem and not do anything about it, well, then that person is much more open to a solution. And that's when you really position your product or service as a solution that helps reduce or eliminate that problem from that person's life. Now, of course, the problem should be relevant to whoever you're trying to speak to, but by having this kind of 1-2 combination or this framework, it allows you to set up your product or service in a way that makes sense to a person who is looking for that solution, or maybe wasn't looking for it, but now it's on their radar. It's something they're going to consider, right? So if you think about people who, and this is just a random example, who are in, let's say, home security, their approach is they would come up with maybe a scenario. They would talk about the crime or statistics in, let's say, a person's neighborhood or area. And they're shedding or shining a light on this problem that maybe a homeowner wasn't really sure about. Now, a lot of times, people who are maybe doing door-to-door sales, this is their approach, right? Because if you're trying to get the attention of a complete stranger and you talk about the potential crimes that are happening in the area, that you're talking about protecting someone's family, at that point, they're wide open for a solution. And that's how, a security company can come in and say, well, this is what we offer, and this is how we can help you avoid this problem. Now, your solution doesn't actually have to be your product or service. It could just be whatever the next step is in your customer process, or the process to ultimately convert somebody to becoming a customer. So that could be getting a lead magnet. It could be booking a call or watching a video or reading an article, right? It's basically setting somebody up for the next action. And then once they take that action, then you can go into another problem that is basically, again, positioning your solution or the next step. Now, a third thing that you can add into the mix here instead of the 1-2 combo is you can add in a question that leads into the problem. So this would be the first step, is asking somebody, hey, are you looking for, and then you could insert some sort of result they want. Are you looking for more leads in sales? Do you want to gain more muscle and or lose fat? Are you looking to find that special someone in your life? Now, by simply asking that question, even if it's on, let's say, your website, and it's a question you ideally want them to say yes to, right? So if you ask them the question and they say yes, they're basically raising their hand and saying, that's me, that's the result I want. And then you talk about, let's say, the problem and maybe why they haven't gotten the result that they're looking for. You can go into details, you can explain how they've likely tried this, or you can compare it to your competitors and talk about maybe the pitfalls of your competition and what they lack and why most people aren't getting results. And then from there, you're able to position what you offer as the better option or the better solution. All right, so again, it's a simple framework that you can use in different parts of your marketing, whether that's on your website. It could be the framework that you use for a single email. It could be a great one or a great framework to use for your ads, and even in your sales pages or your funnel pages. So it's not just limited to one thing. It can be obviously customized and tailored, but just having that simple framework where you lead with the problem and then position the solution is a great way to get people's attention and then get people to be open to what it is that you're offering. All right, so hopefully this framework will help you gather ideas for your business. If there's one action item to take away, is to focus in on the main problem and solution that relates to your business. So think about, what is the number one thing that your business is addressing in terms of pain points. And it can be multiple pain points, right? But think about your ideal audience and your ideal customer, what their problem is that's related to your solution, and then talk about how your solution or your products or services really addresses that problem. All right, and you should have much more clarity on what it is that you offer in your business and then to your customers. So thanks so much for listening to this episode. I will talk to you in the next one. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the modularmarketingmethod.com, where I have a free marketing toolkit to help you extract the right information, the right words to really attract and get your customers' attention. Again, that's the modularmarketingmethod.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Maverick Marketing Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes to take your marketing, business, and life to the next level. If you know someone that would find value from this episode, please share it with them. Also, check out the description below or visit maverickmarketingstudio.com to get your free marketing toolkit for entrepreneurs and other resources to help you grow your company. That's maverickmarketingstudio.com. And subscribe to the show on Apple and Spotify to get episodes delivered to your mobile device. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep creating the business and life of your dreams.